Well, good evening and welcome to the third annual Oparc Spring Gala, bringing Oparc home. My name is Trey Jarvis and I'll be your host for the night. We are so excited to have all of you with us and hope you received your party box of food and beverages. So please feel free to enjoy these snacks all throughout the evening. A couple of quick housekeeping notes. Just a reminder, if the video square on your screen is small and you see other things besides us on your screen, it's possible to expand the picture so that it fills your computer or your TV screen. Now, just click on the 4 little arrows on the lower right corner of the video so that it expands to fill your full frame. Also, at the end of our time together tonight, we will be conducting our opportunity drawing. The lucky winner will receive 4 tickets to Disneyland. Yeah, they are opening up to be used anytime within the next 12 months. Raffle tickets are $20 each, or 6 for $100. Now, you can still purchase tickets until 7 p.m. tonight. To buy them, text the word Disney to 91999. Now, although we are confined to this virtual space and we can't be together in person, and we're sorry about that, we certainly have a lot to celebrate tonight. First of all, it's my honor to congratulate this great organization and say, happy 70th birthday, Oparc. My gosh, 70 years of amazing service. And 2020, of course, had to be the strangest year ever. So our thanks to Andrea Erickson, who recently retired after 9 years of service at Oparc. And thank you to our wonderful new CEO, Stacy Proctor, whom you will get to meet via video tonight. So first off, it is my pleasure to introduce Cam Banerjee, President of the Oparc Board of Directors. Cam?
Good evening. Welcome to Oparc's annual Spring Gala, and this year it happens to be our 70th birthday anniversary. In normal times, we would have a in-person dinner event where we could all meet, but we'll try and make this virtual event as much fun as the real thing. Hi, my name is Cam Banerjee, and I'm currently board chair at Oparc. You know, Oparc is a very special place for me and my family and for the thousands of families that Oparc has served over the last 70 years. Now, Oparc is special to me not because I'm honored to be on the board of directors, but because my daughter happens to be a client of Oparc. My daughter suffers from cerebral palsy and is wheelchair-bound. Yes, she has intellectual and development disabilities, but these disabilities disappear and her face really lights up when she talks about Oparc and all her friends there and all of the fun things she does at Oparc. In these COVID times, my daughter has been receiving remote services from Oparc, but in normal times, she goes to Oparc every day, meets all her friends, participates in all of the fun things and all of the activities that Oparc provides, and she has a full day and she has a full life at Oparc. I'm not exaggerating when I say that Oparc gives her a reason to get up in the morning. Oparc serves over 850 clients in San Bernardino and eastern Los Angeles counties. As you can guess, providing services to this vulnerable population takes money. We do receive state funding, but it's not nearly enough. We depend on the generosity of people like you to close the budget gap and make the continued existence of Oparc possible, and the enrichment of lives like my daughter's possible. Thank you so much for participating this evening.
Hi, and welcome to A Night in the Life of Oparc. I am Stacy Proctor, CEO. I may be new to Oparc, but Oparc is not new to your community. This year, we celebrate 70 years of supporting, employing, and transforming the lives of people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. We provide our clients with every opportunity to live their best life. From our founder's first vision to the many enhancements throughout the years, Oparc has always remained one thing: steadfast in our mission to ensure people with intellectual and developmental disabilities have the same opportunities to learn, to grow, and to be important members of our communities. All people have the human right to be valued members of our society, and we take that very seriously. In 1957, Oparc began its sheltered workshops, employing people with disabilities to work alongside members of our community and producing finished products for our consumers. Fast forward a few years to the 1970s when Oparc renamed its workshop to Diversified Industries to better reflect our important role in our communities. We recognized more contracts from local businesses, and Oparc became a major employer in the Inland Empire. In 1971, with yet another growth spurt, our program became a certified work activity program, employing as many as 250 clients. Come on, let's go see Oparc in action. As you can see, we are in the heart of our warehouse where magic happens. Our clients develop their experience as employees and collect a paycheck just like their friends and their families. So you're at Oparc in our warehouse. We employ a lot of our clients, the people we serve. We do labeling, we do assembly, we do packaging, we do heat sealing. It's whatever the business that we're partnering with wants us to do. All of the people that are in our warehouse work with one-on-one aides that help them to do what they need to do, learn what they need to continue to do. And then we have finished product that we then ship out to the companies that we partner with.
I've been working here for 27 years, Toyota 20 years, Simpson 20-something years. And I work for CSX in the City of Industry. I'm always industrious. I love Oparc. Yeah.
This is our shipping and receiving area where we receive large truckloads of the different pieces that need to be assembled, packaged, sealed, put together, whatever it takes to fulfill a contract for the different companies that we work with. Here we have a large contract with a motor company, and we do assembly for their products that they then put into cars. So each one of the people that are here have a different part of putting that package together until we come with a finished product.
You're actually working on both. So what I do, I actually take the unfinished ones and I heat seal them. So would you guys like to see that?
Absolutely.
Okay. So what happens is we do this and then we make sure that it's heat sealed. And we make sure that they're quality checked to make sure that all the parts are directly in there. I'm Kristen. I've been here since 2016. I do love my job. It's very rewarding to be able to work with companies, and I love what I do. So. Hi.
What's your name?
My name is Georgia.
How long have you been working here?
A long time.
What's your favorite thing about Oparc?
I like to work hard, and I'm really good at this work. I love the Oparc.
I love Oparc and I love every staff who's there, especially her.
Spring Gala Fundraising.
Thanks for visiting Oparc.
As you all know, we've faced an interesting year. What you may not know is any interruption to the normal schedule of any of our clients can be very difficult. So to keep our programs seamless for all of our clients, we had to shift the way we deliver our programs. I am so proud of our staff and the way they responded and the creativity that they included in developing programs that we could deliver via Zoom. This gave our clients an opportunity to not only see some of their friends, but also they have the interaction and the education that they need that helps them to improve their lives every single day. Not only were we working from Zoom, but we also had delivery of packages to all of our clients. So even at a distance, they could see the different case managers that work with them, as well as their buddies and friends. We deliver our programs from 8 different sites spread out through the Inland Empire. You will hear from some of our clients and families tonight as they talk about the importance of Oparc in their lives. So sit back, get comfortable, and join the Oparc family as we take you on a journey.
Wow, thank you, Stacy. I love seeing all the action at Oparc. So awesome. So tonight, we're thrilled to present the inaugural Oparc Founders Award to longtime Oparc supporters Bob and Jill Elliot. 70 years ago, Sally Keechler needed help with Jill's brother Jack and realized that few resources existed to aid individuals with disabilities and their families. In 1950, Sally and other mothers of children with disabilities established Oparc. Tonight, you get to meet Jill and her husband Bob and hear a little about Oparc's earliest days. Stacy?
Hello. By this time, you know that I'm Stacy Proctor, CEO of Oparc. But I wanted to clue you in on some more things. I've really enjoyed getting to know staff and clients at our 8 locations and learning about how Oparc works on a daily basis. I was also excited to learn about Oparc's history and the courageous steps our founders took to begin serving adults with disabilities at a time when so many needs were going unmet. When I discovered the role played by Sally Keechler, I realized we had a special opportunity. In honor of our 70th anniversary, Oparc's Board of Directors has guided us in establishing the Oparc Founders Award. I am thrilled to be able to present the inaugural Oparc Founders Award to Jill and Robert Elliot. Jill is Sally Keechler's daughter. She remembers the days when her mother was struggling to help her brother Jack, who's born with Down syndrome and a heart condition, as she knew that Jack was not the only one. I am glad to sit down with Jill and Bob Elliot and learn more about their part in establishing Oparc. Jill and Bob Elliot have been loyal and generous supporters of Oparc for many, many years. Thank you, Jill and Bob, for continuing Sally's family legacy, and thank you for your willingness to share this very special story with us. So how are you today?
We're good. I think we're good. Mm-hmm. We are pleased and honored to do this interview. Just so you and the viewers know, Jill is dealing with Alzheimer's and will do her best to read and answer your questions.
Well, I'm going to start off with Jill. Do you have anything you want to share with us? Just any memories that you have about Oparc or...
Can you see that? That's a...
Santa Claus and Jack.
Yep, that's Santa Claus and Jack.
And I'm Jill, Jack and Jill.
Yeah. So how did that come about that your mom named you Jack and Jill?
Yeah, she liked that whole idea of having a little cozy type of connection. That's what I think.
How old were you when your mom suddenly had this vision to create what has now become Oparc?
I was 5, 6, something like that.
So Jill was born in 44, and we believe Jack was born in 46. And at best we can tell that Sally's first things that we saw with an organization was probably about 1950. So Jill would have been 6 years old by then. Yeah.
My mother was concerned for Jackie's education and also how he held with his social interaction. Initially, finding other families with similar issues and concerns, she brought them together to help find solutions. She wanted Jack to learn basic skills and to be able to make friends and try to be as normal as possible.
When Jack was, we think around 7 or 8, they found this school up north of San Francisco in Northern California. And it was a school specially designed for the disabled kids. Now, he was a blue baby also and had a heart valve issue, and ultimately went to Stanford University and went into surgery and passed away during that open heart surgery. So that was in the very early days of open heart surgery attempts. Yeah.
So it sounds like Sally was a real trailblazer for helping people with disabilities find, purpose in life. And it sounds like Jack was a real trailblazer because it was the early days of open heart surgery.
Well, absolutely, he was. He was one of the very early open heart surgeries that were done up at Stanford.
So I have a couple questions for you. I was wondering, Jill, did you spend a lot of time helping out with Jack, or was your mom mainly the person that was working with Jack?
Oh, it was my mother. My mother was very, very dedicated to it, just dedicated. And she started, they started on a smaller basis with the kids and just kind of get growing and growing and growing and growing. And so it was exciting, but at the same time for me, when I was a kid that age, I didn't know quite what all was expected of me as a sister. And I just kind of learned a little bit more as I went along.
Well, I'm sure Jack felt all of your love and affection, and I'm sure you had plenty of dedication to his well-being and helping your mom.
Yeah, exactly. And my mother was a college professor, and so she knew what she had to do and how to do it.
Do you happen to remember what she was a professor of?
Mathematics.
Oh, mathematics.
In the picture, you can see she did serve as a WAC during the end of World War II. And while she was serving in the Army, she got stationed out in Needles, out in the desert there.
Oh, yeah, in Arizona.
Yeah, and long story, how she ended up meeting Jill's dad. And of course,
one thing leads to another.
Yeah.
Jill, what was your most joyful memory of your mom, Sally, and of Jack?
I think of Jackie often remember him during the summers when we would come home from Northern California school. Mom would take us to stay in Laguna Beach, and we would spend hours playing in the sand at the surf's edge.
That sounds like fun times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those summer times, I think, are her fondest memories. Again, she was still pretty young. They had a little beach house or trailer or something in Laguna Beach, and they spent a lot of time down there at the beach. And I think that's what Jill remembers the most.
How does it feel to you to know that, Oparc was started over 70 years ago, and it's still going strong, and it's growing, and it's still doing your mother's work?
Yes. Well, it's awesome to know that it's continuing.
Well, I think the fact that the need is out there, the disabilities are there, whether we want them or not, but there's people that need that assistance. And I think Sally instilled in us that same feeling and need to want to help and do what we can to support that effort. I mean, there's many efforts out there. There's many problems and many things that need help, but this is definitely high on our list, and we just we can't thank Sally enough for her work and the legacy she left, and that Jack left too. Pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an amazing story to look back at all the work that they put in. And it wasn't just Sally, some of the other women, Flora Joss that we can remember, and Libby Schwartz, just two of the founding mothers that we can remember names of that Sally had talked about. That I think all had Down syndrome children,
connections.
And so they pulled together, and here you are.
Yeah.
Yes, here's Oparc, 70 years later.
Yeah, amazing. It was amazing. So,
if you could say anything about Oparc or a message to the people who are part of honoring you tonight with our inaugural Founders Award, what do you think you might say?
well, I would say that there's a lot of nonprofits out there, and most of them are out there with good intentions. But I see that Oparc has endured for 70 years. They've kept up their mission objectives. They're guided by a very strong board of directors. a strong staff, volunteers. And if we look back at our mother and our mother-in-law, that she was the one that was so dedicated in the building the beginnings of Oparc. This is just a fabulous tribute to our family, and I would say to anyone that is listening in that regardless of what your interests are and where you want to put your dollars, finding a cause that is important to you is needed. It's needed in our world to help people. We need to help one another. So it's a wonderful legacy to pass on to our kids and our grandkids.
Yeah, it is. So I understand that you received your award. I'm sorry I wasn't there in person to hand it to you, but do you happen to have it there where you can show us? Oh, that is so beautiful.
Beautiful, it is.
It is.
Yes, it turned out very nice, you guys. Thank you so much. Yeah. So there's the top, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the plaque on the bottom. So.
Yeah, when we decided that we wanted to establish this award, we could think of no one else but your family and all that you had to do with establishing Oparc and building the foundation that still supports everything else we do. And so I really greatly appreciate you, Jill, and Bob, for being there for us to make that connection after 70 years of history and being the recipient of our inaugural Founders Award. When I first called you, what was your first reaction?
Did you answer the phone or did I?
The Founders, that's Sally's award, and it is still Sally's award. We're just honored to be here and be able to receive it for her. Yeah, absolutely.
She's passed,
and,
so we're proud of her. We won't forget her.
None of us will forget her here either. Yeah.
Well, I say to Sally, I hope you're looking down today with a big smile.
And I'm so very happy that I got to meet you, even though it is through Zoom.
Yeah.
Maybe someday we'll be able to have you down here and you can see firsthand all the hard work.
We want to do that, and hopefully if things get back to normal, we'll make a trip down and we'll meet face to face.
That would be wonderful.
Okay. Goodbye, Oparc. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bob and Jill. Wow, and I love that statue. And supporters of Oparc, you might recognize that emblem. That's actually taken from our logo, so it's really cool to see that in the hardware. I also want to let you all know that if you would like to share some memories or photos of Jill and the Keechler family, or the early days of Oparc for that matter, please do. We will be creating a special tribute book honoring them, and we'd love to include your stories. You can email your stories and pictures to events@oparc.org. So now I want to take a brief moment to acknowledge the amazing sponsors of this event. You probably know that the government funding that helps Oparc operate has not been steady during COVID, and even in regular years, it does not cover the full cost of services. Now, we're grateful to the following businesses and individuals who have stepped in to fill the gap. They are our great friends at Vince's Spaghetti, located at Rancho Cucamonga, by the way, a landmark, the best, you gotta go there. Pacific Premier Bank, National Corps, and we know you're giving a round of applause at home for them, by the way, right? Dale and Judy Briggs, the Douglas Farmer family, Pacific Western Bank, Walnut Valley Farms and the Pasker family, the Banerjee family, Orange Door Consulting, California Nonprofit Insurance Services, California Steel Industries, Walnut Valley Water District, Riley Electric, and Joanne Floyd. So thank you to all of those folks, individuals and companies. Quick note, this is your last chance to buy tickets for tonight's opportunity drawing. The lucky winner, as we said earlier, will receive 4 tickets, 4 passes to Disneyland. Tickets are $20 each or 6 for $100. You've got 3 more minutes, so just text the word Disney to 91999 to buy your tickets now. Now, you probably know that we had to drastically alter our regular programs this year in order to keep people safe. Now we have a sneak peek into that year, and it was amazing. Here is Oparc's story.
This has been such an unusual and crazy year. We have all been faced with so many challenges. The people Oparc supports are one of the most vulnerable populations, so in order to keep them safe, they all had to stay at home. This was very hard because we know that many of the individuals we support rely on their Oparc family. We had to get creative and figure out how we could maintain connection with and provide support to our participants despite the stay-at-home order. Marie has been coming to Oparc for 7 years. She has a deep connection with her day program staff. Although Marie could not come to Oparc because of the pandemic, we were able to bring Oparc to Marie. She loves doing art activities. Oparc team members began doing regular stopovers, bringing food supplies, fun activities, and welcome smiles to people in their homes. The stopovers helped Marie stay connected to her community and stay active.
Oh, it's on the other side.
$10.
Oh, let me see.
I know it.
Oh, you got it right. Oh, you got it right. Right, a $2 bill. All right, Marie.
I had my money too.
Oh, you know money. Did you watch the game? Watch the basketball game?
Yes.
You bing. I know, say boom, and it went in.
She always talks about how much she likes helping the elderly people with the lunches. I know I don't get it exactly in those full words, but I know she's helping, and I know she likes it, and it makes her feel important. And I think for her being out in the community and doing something like that, I think that gives her a lot of self-esteem.
From March of 2020 to March of 2021, Oparc provided over 14,000 home stopovers and supply drop-offs, and over 16,000 virtual trainings. This included lots of Zoom classes, things like cartooning, cooking, and even just social time for friends to hang out with each other. We also did lots of drive-by birthday celebrations. About half of the 850 individuals served by Oparc live with their families, half live in group homes, and some live independently. Kristen has been involved with Oparc for 12 years, and she lives at Blue Jay Homes in Ontario, which is part of Salem Christian Homes.
I've been working with Kristen for about 8 years. She gets so excited to see Rose on her iPad, and she really looks forward to the drop-offs. Even if it's just them, waving at her, she loves it.
We love Oparc because she loves it, and she loves the routine and the adventure of getting up early, getting ready, having breakfast, Rose picking her up on the van. She loves that. So we love the fact that she's got a place that makes her happy.
I love the fact that this community and Kristen's community, they're not hidden anymore. They're out and about, and people are seeing them. And even when I'm with my daughter, I see smiles from people. So I know that they're bringing the light to the community, and Oparc is a vehicle to do that. I didn't realize how much I appreciated Oparc until I thought it would be gone. And knowing it wasn't, I appreciated that.
As Oparc celebrates its 70th anniversary, it's safe to say that not even a global pandemic can keep us from supporting and transforming the lives of adults with disabilities. And after a year of staying at home and significant lost revenue, it's exciting to be able to see light at the end of the tunnel. We look forward to the day that we can bring everybody back to Oparc. It'll be a reunion worth waiting for. Oparc's future may look different, but these tough times have shown that we can make it through anything when we do it together.
Wow, I'm getting out my phone to text Jack right now, and I hope you are too. So actually, folks, this is the part of the program when I have a chance to tell you about what Oparc needs. And we just completed a cost analysis for our programs, and I want to share with you why your gift is so important. We receive the majority of our funding from the local regional centers. However, the funding is not enough to cover all of our costs. Each year, we need to raise or supplement $1.3 million to ensure all our clients receive the services they need to thrive. Without these program dollars, we would have to turn away approximately 83 clients each year. And we do not do that. We turn no one away. So help us make sure that every client receives all the services they need. Now, we're very thankful for the generosity of the lead gifts we have received tonight. In fact, the board of directors, your board of directors at Oparc, has extended a challenge to you watching at home. For every gift given tonight, the board has pledged to match each dollar up to $10,000. So your gift of 100 will really be 200. Your gift of 5, 1,000, and so on. You get the idea. Now, your support helps us ensure all of our clients receive the services they need from Oparc. And you can help us continue our mission of supporting, employing, and transforming the lives of adults with intellectual and development disabilities. And with your support, every person who needs Oparc will be able to receive these life-transforming services. Now, we're going to make this easy. To participate in tonight's Fund a Need, just text the word JACK, J-A-C-K, to 91999. So let's get started. Let's pretend we are back in the old days, one of our regular live in-person events, the Fund a Need. There's a room full of people, paddles in the air, the energy is contagious. So we're going to ask you to give tonight. We're going to ask everyone who is at home to help us out with a generous contribution. Now, we don't have paddles in the air, so you're going to text. Remember, J-A-C-K, Jack, all right? In any amount. What we do in the old days, we ask you to start up here, and we wind up down there, and maybe somewhere in between you'll find a number that works for you, right? Well, that's what we're doing tonight. Now, of course, you're not in the room with us, so we can't have the energy. We don't see you, but we're going to assume that anytime we see a pledge or a dollar given, that you are at home giving it up and showing some love, all right? So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to have a thermometer on the screen, and you can see the progress we're making tonight. Now, remember, before we jump in, everything, we've already got people, we haven't even asked for $1 yet, and look, we've already got some generosity. Now, here's the thing. Remember, every dollar that you give, every buck gets doubled right off the bat. So let's go ahead and ask whether an individual or a corporation can help us out at the $5,000 level. Is there anybody at home that can help us out at $5,000? And if we've got you, we'll see you reflected on the thermometer. There may be a bit of a delay, but you'll see every time over there on the right of your screen, you'll see some folks that are a little bashful. We don't see their names, right? But others, we've got Denise Grant. We want to thank Denise for her generous donation. And you can see that our goal is $20,000, right? That's a tall order, but we can do that with your help. Right now, we are at $853. Now, we asked for $5,000. We know that doesn't work for everybody. But what I will say is, anything we ask for tonight, it doesn't expire. We'll always take it. Don't worry if we've passed that level, right? So if you're at home thinking, you know, I wish I had given $5,000 a while ago, please go right ahead, okay? Let's move on down. Let's cut that in half. Is there anybody who can help us out at $2,500? Anyone at home watching? Any corporate sponsor? Anyone? $2,500. We've got some anonymous donors coming in, so we thank them, of course, for their generosity. All right, how about this? $1,500? Anybody at $1,500? Now, again, we don't have you here in front of us, so you may be typing and texting right now as we ask, but we're looking for $1,500. If anybody can help us out, we would certainly appreciate that. Remember, everything there, we've got a nice donation. Thank you, William and Susan Heaton. We appreciate you. And Cindy McNichols, thank you so much for your generosity. Okay, here we go. Let's move on down to $1,000, $1,000. And remember, if you give $1,000, it'll turn into two, just like that. $1,000. Anybody at home in? Are you there? Are you with us? Do you want to play along? Do you want to give? We know you do. Consider. And by the way, we started at 5. If you say, you know what, I'd like to do 10, go ahead. We're that flexible tonight with the donations, we promise, all right? Now, we've made it easy, of course, on your device. You're just texting Jack. Text Jack, J-A-C-K, to 91999, okay? So let's go ahead and ask one more time. Anybody at $1,000? Anybody there at 1,000? Fair enough. Let's go ahead and cut that in half, all right? $500. Is there any, look, $999. We got to get that extra buck and move over 1,000. We've got a goal of $20,000 tonight. So is there anybody at Stephen and Betty Davis? Thank you for your donation tonight. Look at that, $1,250. We're moving along. Okay, $500. Last call at 5? Fair enough. Let's move on. $250. Is there anybody at home watching? You've enjoyed your amazing dinner, the program, the awards. Anybody want to help us out with $250 tonight? $250, what do you say? And it will immediately turn into $500. Okay, we have another anonymous donor. Thank you very much for everybody who gives tonight. Anybody else at $250? What do you say? And again, anything that we've already called, please feel free to give at any number, not just what we're sitting on right now. $250? So thank you, Denise Grant. We appreciate you. Thank you. We had another one. Oh, there's Denise. There we go. There's Allie Gorder. Thank you, Allie, so much. We appreciate you. Okay, here we go. Now, this is the time where when you're out at a live event in person, you're going to see all kinds of hands and paddles going into the air, right? This is $100. Everybody watching at home, come on, what do you say? $100 to give to Oparc that turns into $2 immediately. What do you say? Anybody at home, $100? We want to, of course, thank Allie Gorder, Denise Grant, Cindy McNichols, William and Susan Heaton, Stephen and Betty Davis. And we've got some generous board members. They step up all year long. They gave us that challenge, and they're challenging all of you to match, right? So whatever you give, they'll double it up to $10,000. What do you say? So they've done the heavy lifting. The least we can do is contribute our part, right? Anybody else at $100? What do you say? I've got Robert Lidiacto, is it? Robert? Wonderful. And then James Millheiser. Thank you, James, for your donation. Randall Hunt. Look at that. We're climbing. We're at 4,062. People are giving some odd numbers, and that's okay. You don't have to just give us 50 or 500. Give us $12. We'll take it. We want anything that is comfortable for you tonight. There we climb at 4162. So Donna and David Bino, thank you very much. There's Denise again, Cindy McNichols, Allie Gorder. Folks, what do you say? $100? We're hitting the home stretch. All right, tell you what, $50. Is there anybody at home? Maybe those other numbers didn't work for you, and that's okay. We've got something for everybody, all right? $50. Anybody at home that can help us out right now by texting Jack, J-A-C-K, to 91999. What do you say? $50. Anybody? We've got Lisa Senadinos. Thank you very much, Lisa, for your generous donation. And we've got a lot of board members, of course, helping us out tonight as well. We are at $4,794, $795, almost at $5,000. All right, folks, here's what we're going to do. Thank you, Colleen. Thank you, Roberto. We want to ask anyone who hasn't had a chance to give yet at any level to go ahead and just plug in whatever amount works for you. It could be higher than we started or lower than we've asked for already. But if there's anyone at home who hasn't had that chance to give, please do. Now, as we wind down the ask, we want to let you know that that link will not disintegrate at the strike of midnight, all right? It'll be there. And so we'd like to let you think it over throughout the weekend or pass it along to family and friends and ask them to help you, to help us support Oparc. So remember that 91999, okay? You're going to text Jack, J-A-C-K, to give. So we want to thank everybody, of course, for your generosity. I know we've got some board members who really stepped it up tonight and have made a huge impact on what we're doing. Now, we said our goal is $20,000, right? And that includes that $10,000 match. So we can't say it enough. Everything you get, well, I guess we've said it pretty well, right? 13,000, are you kidding me? Just like that. Thank you, board, and to everybody who's accepted the challenge. We're sitting here at 14, it's 14.8. I have a feeling I don't even want to step away at this rate now. Here we go, momentum is building. All right, this is just like we're in a ballroom. I like it, it's contagious. I picture you sending out the love, cheering. Wait a minute, the fireworks are here? Are we there? We're 75%, $16,000 we've got, everybody. What do you say? Help us get over that hump. Our goal is $20,000. What do you say, everybody? We've got our board members who are just giving it out. They're knocking it out of the park. Bang, bang, and bang. Those are the big, you're seeing the fireworks? Those are the big donations. People are coming in, some heavy hitters. So they know that Oparc needs the help. It's been a tough year. We've got a lot of making up to do, as it were. And here we sit at $18,225, and we're looking for $20,000. So if you haven't given tonight, just remember, everything you give us, 100, 5, or 1,000, is going to get doubled on the spot. And I have a feeling, before I step away and let you go tonight, we're going to hit that. In fact, I think it's about to happen right now. We are moments away. Goal is 20. There we sit at $19,488, just a few hundred more bucks. So if a couple of you want to put a couple nickels together and get us over that hump, $19,488. Remember, the board has stepped up hard, and they are going to double everything that you give. So we are at $19,988. I hate to leave without an even 20. Do we feel it? Do we have it? Did we make it? We did it. We're at 100, just like that. Okay, there we go. Thank you, board. I've got Doug, and we've got Lisa, and William, and Susan, and Stephen, and Betty. Victor, thank you so much. Cindy, we appreciate you. Lisa, and of course, all of our board. Fantastic. And look, we've gone over. Don't let that goal of 20 stop you. The giving continues. So everybody who's at home, please, if you haven't had a chance to give, or if you're like, hey, I haven't figured out how to use my phone yet, that's okay. The link will not expire. Go ahead and do that. Text Jack to 91999 and take us home. We are at 23,000 and counting right now, everybody. It's fantastic. So I want to thank you so much. Please, again, help us help Oparc. We need your donations. We need it to continue. So pass the link along. Tell your friends. Share it with your family, and let the giving continue throughout the night and the weekend. So, folks, thank you. Round of applause for yourselves at home. You did it. You made it happen, and then some. Now, before we let you go tonight, we're pleased to finally take a moment, you've been waiting, right, to determine the winner of tonight's opportunity drawing. Now, who wants to go to Disneyland? Don't forget, you can use these anytime in the next 12 months. We're going to go ahead and bring that around. All right, the suspense is killing us, right? Here we go. Thank you so much. All righty, live television. All right, we're mixing it up. So everybody, if you haven't bought them yet, sorry. But if you have, this is your moment. All right. Hold on, I want to make it fair. Hold on. It's all legit here. All right, oh, there we go. Well, wouldn't you know, well-deserved. I'd like to congratulate Vince's Spaghetti for winning the 4 passes to Disneyland, and you can go anytime in the next 12 months. So Vince's Spaghetti. And while Vince's Spaghetti is out there enjoying Disneyland, you need to get to the restaurant and have some of that amazing spaghetti and pasta, again, in Rancho Cucamonga. They are one of our favorite sponsors. They're fantastic. So thank you, everybody. And of course, the real winners tonight are the individuals whose lives are being supported and transformed by Oparc. Now, every single day that happens. We're grateful to each and every guest who joined us virtually, and to each sponsor who helped make this event possible. We are especially grateful, of course, to Jill and to Bob Elliot. Congratulations to you on that amazing inaugural Oparc Founders Award. It is a thing of beauty. And we're certainly grateful to Sally Keechler for having the vision and the courage to start this great organization. So thank you to the Oparc Board of Directors. You did it. You knocked it out of the park tonight. And to all of our staff and volunteers for your dedicated efforts, especially during a pandemic. And thank you to the people we support and their families for continuing to shine your light. We are thrilled that we will soon be able to welcome you home to Oparc in person. So thanks again to our generous sponsors. We cannot do this important work without your partnership. And I would like to remind everybody that a recording of the show will be available on the Oparc website within a few days. If you'd like to share the link, please do. We insist. Also, we would like to give a shout out to DJE Pro, amazing crew. They helped us produce this event tonight. Thanks for all of your help. So again, thank you, everyone. We appreciate you. We love you. Have a great weekend. Good night, everybody.